Right, ladies and gentlemen, I am PanCake. This is Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm going to continue from where we left off. Oh, we could have a bit of a play around. Let's just continue where we left off for the time being. We can always do that later. There's a save, that one, that we can do. And the Groznygrad torture room. I might have messed it up, though. I didn't save it directly on my main one. Right, so we're behind the waterfall with our stuff. We've got the spirit suit on. Cool. Another suppressor. That battery. There's a battery somewhere in here, if I remember rightly. My brain's just gone, ooh, there's a battery somewhere. Maybe not. Oh. Oh yeah, we need to sort all that stuff out on my backpack. So we want survival knife. Fork could be pretty good. Single action army. Grenade, smoke grenade, TNT. We'll need C3. Right, Mark 22. And that pistol, Patriots, because why not? I think that's all we're going to need. Russian ration's got a fly on it. Oh, the bat has. I might take the fork. Why not? And then don't want cigar, binoculars, therms. Crocodile can. Probably not going to need a fake death pill. Right, food. Dispose of that. I've only got a Russian ration. They took all my food off. Ranger boo. Aya. Aya. Pistol. Probably should put a suppressor on it. Panny, let me know when you're back so I can tell you about the Android mod. I've been having a look at the mod. It's a Resurrector mod for the Android tiers, but it's not been updated to 1.1 yet. So when they update it, if they update it, we could probably get them back. But for the time being, we'll play some Metal Gear. Right. So we basically need to blow up the Shagahod. We don't think we're actually that far away from this. These guys are going to get killed though, like murdered. Can I get any better camouflage? Choco chip splitter. The splitter will give me 70. Spider's 10, but stamina, man. No worries, ranch booze. Alright, so slowly. I was going to kill them all, but I don't think it's going to be wise. There's more than I thought there was. Right, we should be out of line of sight, though. I'm going to try my best to do the rest of this stealthy, but the chances of this happening are it's highly unlikely, to be honest. Just think, once we've done this.
I think I saw something.
No, you didn't. You saw nothing. This is where this absolutely fantastic piece of equipment will come in handy. Spirit Snake, welcome, brother.
Speak. That weapon, it's in the main wing hangar. Speak. Let go of me.
How are we doing, Snake? Thank you for joining. Right. I don't know if I can go scientist here. I might go scientist. But it was me all along. Dodgy. There's something that I need, and I don't know what it is. Maintenance disguise, and I can't remember where I get it. Good, Snake. Good to hear you're still hanging in. I'm always sorry to hear you're sick, though. You know I'm always here for you if you need me. Is the maintenance suit not in one of these lockers? Yes, yes. It is where Rajdenovich... No, it's not. This is where Rajdenovich, whatever his name was. Rashon. Come on. It's got to be around here somewhere. I've tried all these, haven't I? I appreciate you too, Snake. Right, word. Maintenance disguise. Maybe I have to go... Unless I've been given a maintenance disguise. Unless I already have it. Do I already have it? Have I got it? There it is.
Snake, I see you've managed to sneak into the hangar.
Yeah, the Shagahad's in here.
The completed Phase 2 Shagahod represents a grave threat to the West. We can't allow it to be mass-produced. You've got to destroy it.
Eva's got the data on the Shagahad. Do you think that's safe?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's safe, but Khrushchev is a shrewd leader. I can't imagine he'd use it for anything other than deterrence. Volgin, however, is a different story.
I thought it was in the...
He's planning to use the Shagahod to turn the Cold War into a blazing hot
locker.
We can't let him have it.
Agreed.
That leaves just one more mission for you to carry out.
The boss.
Exactly. For now, just focus on destroying the Shagahod.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not.
I'll let Sigint fill you in on how to destroy it.
Yo, like Eva was saying, if you're looking to blow the whole place sky high, the best way is to take out those liquid fuel tanks with the C3. You know there's 4 tanks in there, right? You have to put C3 on all 4 of them. To plant a C3 charge, all you gotta do is equip the C3 and press the weapon button while standing in front of a tank.
Just like TNT.
But make sure you don't plant it in the wrong place. You barely got enough C3 as it is, right?
Good point. I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else.
Good, man. And be careful. Liquid fuel has a nasty habit of going off at the slightest shock. So don't go using any heavy firepower near the tanks unless you're aiming to get yourself barbecued.
I'll keep that in mind.
The C3 charges all have to go off at once if you want to bring down the hangar in one fell swoop.
We'll have a look. We'll go back
So if I were you, I'd wait until after you plant the last charge to start the timer mechanism.
All right. I'll make sure I finish planting all 4 charges before I start the timer.
Once the timer's set, you've got 20 minutes until it explodes, right? So make sure you get your ass out of that place by then. I think that's about all I've got. The rest is up to you. Good luck, pal.
We're counting on you, Snake.
Right. Pardon me. We'll go back this way. I think the stealth camouflage is unlocked by shooting the 64. 64 of those things that are... I'm just going to show you one. I don't even know what they are. They're like frogs or whatever. Them up there. There's 64 of them hidden right throughout the game. If you shoot all of them, or hit all of them, activate all of them, you unlock the black on orange one. Maintenance. Black and orange. The Soviet. That's the Soviet. No. Black and orange is the... Yeah, it is the Soviet one. You're on about the sneaking suit. This one. That one. And then there's... I don't know, I can't remember. I think you take out Volgin without killing him to get the Cold War one. This is really good at the end. This is what you need for the end one to do it without killing anyone. We'll have a do it that one day. We'll just be skipping through cutscenes. Next time we play through this, I probably won't put it on YouTube again. I might put Metal Gear 1 on YouTube again. Because I made a right mess of it. Saying that, 2 didn't do so well. And there's some of the times when I've got spotted on here. Jeez. Oof. I can use C3 with this. think I have to make sure I don't get spotted doing this.
What?
Oh well. The Shago Hod. Look at the thing.
What do you think you're doing? Hey! You! Intruder!
This is not good. See if I can ditch him up here. Probably not. Oh dear. I think any will do for the time being. Olive Drab's gonna need me 40. Evasion 99. You know what? We're trying this again. We're doing it stealthy. See you later. Oh crap. I put the thingy you want to get the fake death pill. I need a lot of practice at this. I think this is going to be the best bet. I just need to keep playing, practice, get used to it. Right, so there's one there. Behave, you don't need to be jumping over stuff all the time. Guards aren't bothered about me, it's these other mechanics who are like, we don't recognise you. Is that a room? A room that we can't go into. It's eerie how slow the guards walk on this. This is a long chat if I remember rightly.
Snake,
Eva,
I finished planting the bomb on the rail bridge. If we get rid of the bridge, the enemy won't be able to follow us. That should at least buy us some time. I've also set up the escape route. How are things going on your end?
I just finished planting the second charge. Give me a little more time.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you at the bridge.
I thought it was longer chat than that. Can't really complain. Right, the last one is over here.
Got you this time. Major, I finished planting the C3. I'm on my way out now.
Hurry, Snake. Is Eva taking care of the escape route?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
she can handle it.
All right then, well hurry up and get out of there.
Snake!
Why'd you come back?
Might as well drop a save down on there. Be on the safe side.
This woman was found snooping around my underground vault. When she was captured, look what we found on her. The Philosopher's Legacy. This microfilm contains all the information regarding the Legacy. You might say that this film itself is the Philosopher's Legacy.
It was the smell that gave her away. No, not the perfume. It was gasoline. Motorcycle gasoline. She reeked of it.
To think that lovely Tatiana was a spy. We found this radio along with her too. Such a fine woman she was. It almost pains me to have to kill her. Yes, she was an obedient one. She was my precious little pet. Ah! Isn't that right?
Bastard.
What was that? Do you have something to say to me?
Go to hell.
You dirty whore. I've had enough kisses from you. I should have known. Sokolov wasn't man enough to have a lover like that. Just like the KGB to send something so beautiful, yet so deadly.
What is the Philosopher's Legacy?
Very well. I'll explain it before I kill you. During the last Great War, the last most powerful men in America, China, and the Soviet Union had a secret pact. The pact was a blueprint for defeating the Axis powers and creating a new world order. To secure victory in the war, the three countries pooled their resources to conduct the most covert types of operations and research. The atomic bomb, rocket technology, the Cobra unit. And they amassed an enormous sum of money to fund these projects, enough to fight the war 5 times over. That wealth is the philosopher's legacy. After the war was won, the three countries were to divide the philosopher's legacy amongst themselves. This explains why the United States and the Soviet Union were able to steal away the best scientific minds in Germany as soon as the war ended. But our great motherland has far surpassed its pathetic rivals. We possess enormous wealth, the most advanced technology, and overwhelming power, assets fitting of our great country. My father was one of the men in charge of managing the philosopher's legacy. In the confusion that ensued after the war ended, he devised a series of ingenious plots to ensure that the Soviet Union would have total control over the legacy. The money was divided up and laundered through banks all over the world. Switzerland, Australia, and Hong Kong. This microfilm contains a record of all those transactions. After my father's death, I learned of this secret and obtained the microfilm. With this money and the support of Brezhnev and his allies, I built this fortress of Groznygrad and Granin's research facility. But that worthless fool Granin failed to produce results. I was forced to turn to Khrushchev's dog Sokolov and his invention, the Shagohod. My position in GRU made it too troublesome to attack Sokolov's facility directly. But the spy network established by the secret pact still existed. I used it to contact the boss and suggested that she defect. The boss was conniving enough to see things my way. The world was once one, but the conflict between the philosophers has torn it in two. We will use the legacy to heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength, an unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world. That trump card was to be the Shagohod and the Cobra unit. I have lost the Cobras, but I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. Boss, take this someplace safe. Take good care of it.
He wouldn't have come waltzing back in here unless he had a reason. The C3's been stolen. He must be planning some sort of sabotage. I'll go see if there are any surprises waiting for us. I'll dispose of her as well.
Penny.
Leave everything to me. Fight like a warrior, Volgin.
But of course.
Let me face him. I've been waiting for this moment. Time to get even. No more judo, and no more field strips.
Enough of this. He's mine. You will stand right there and watch. Got it?
Please, Colonel, let me—
Silence! Huh? Sorry for the delay. Let's get started, shall we?
Oh dear.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime battle. Let's make it a good one.
I actually can't remember you fighting.
It's just you and me now. And I'm gonna enjoy this.
Snake!
You're mine, son of the boss!
I'm muted. It was a bit of both. I don't know if to take him down. I'm trying CQC, it's not happening. I'm gonna die.
Whose side are you on?
Hey, he's not having it. Every time I touch him. I'm gonna die. It won't let me CQC. I think when he's got his it's annoying that I'm gonna have to put the camouflage on every time. Let's fight him in his own colours. I won't get rid of the C3 anyway. I might just kill him because I've already got his stuff. His what do you call it? Yeah, I've already got his camo. And I want the Mosin for later. That did work, but not as effectively as I'd like it to.
See your dodge this time! Put away your gun. Give it up!
That's not happening. Why are you reloading? Why is he reloading? I'm going for a shoot. Like that. Okay. Kick him in. Come on!
Fire, Ocelot! Ocelot, you...
Why can't I grab it? Why? I just don't understand why he's not grabbing him every time. Come on, what the hell? I'm pulling down. It's just not having it. Tell me again.
Give it up!
I just can't point down the wall.
Snake! What happened to you? Snake? Snake!
I was thinking, yeah, I've just been, Ranger Boo's sent me something to have a look at. Thank you for that. That's one way to do it. Or it could be one way to take him out. There's one saying like use Rykov's thingy, but it makes him angrier.
Ivan. Ivan. Is it really you? Here it comes! Let's see you start this one!
What the hell? He shot me and went all the way around. Are you kidding me? That's stupid. That is. I remember this being so much easier when I was a kid playing this.
Do you hear me? I said shoot him!
Sorry, Colonel. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't?
I made a promise to the boss.
Silence! I am your commanding officer. Are you questioning my authority?
Fight like a man, Volgin.
Volgin?
Emergency. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD personnel must evacuate immediately.
Ocelot!
Ooh.
Find those bombs!
Repeat. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD personnel must evacuate immediately.
Move it!
Huh.
I'll get him. Strange character, Ocelot.
Ready for some more, Snake? Time to die!
Don't go anywhere near him. I might end up dying. Right, I need to use this life medicine. You're not meant to, because it gives you a crap rating later on. But I'm gonna have to, or else I'm just gonna die. I can't get behind him or where he is. And that, just don't know how to dodge that. What is it? Cut. A gunshot wound. And one in the foot too. How do you dodge that? Right, so he's actually... That would have killed me, that. The hell? There's not much more that you can do to dodge that. Dead. What the hell? Dodging that electric is just stupid. I have to do this every time, which is really annoying. Ah.
See you dodge this one.
Yeah, you can't. You can't dodge that one. Right, let's see if this works.
Ivan, is it really you?
What the hell? Come on, get up on your feet, Jordan. That was hard work. I nearly died. I wouldn't lie, do that on next stream.
All personnel evacuate. Repeat, all personnel evacuate.
Faster! This way! Everybody run! It's gonna blow! I'm out of here! Let's get out of here, quick! Hurry! We're all gonna die! Hurry up! Evacuate!
Hop in.
Step on it.
Don't give up! Get moving!
Eva, how did you?
The boss let me go.
The boss? But why?
I'll tell you later. Right now, we've got to get to the lake and escape.
We can't leave yet. I've still got one last job to do.
The boss is already at the lake.
Huh?
She's at the lake. She's waiting for you there.
Waiting for me?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to tell you. I don't want you to fight her. But I've come to realize that there's a special relationship between you two. Something I can't understand, something that goes beyond a man and a woman. I envy you. Really, I do. But I guess I just can't understand it. She asked me to tell you something. I've never seen someone with such clear eyes. There. I said it. Ready to go?
Yeah.
We failed!
Not good.
Hold on tight!
Oh dear. Right, let's get set up for this. do, I think. Tanks like it's nothing.
On the other side of the runway. We'll have to cut through the middle of the base. You ready?
Step on it. If he catches up to us, we're done for.
Okay, here we go!
I hope so. thingy on that forklift. One of those things. Thingy on a thingy. One of the frogs. Got him. Nearly got that last guy.
Getting away this time.
Son of a bitch!
only got one chance. We'll lure him over towards the other side. When the Shagohod is on the bridge, shoot the explosives. The bomb is planted on the strut of the bridge. Let's go.
Here we go.
I planted 2 C3 charges. A little more to the left. More to the right. More to the right. Shoot! Only one more left. The Shagohod's not here yet. Let it come closer. It's still too early. It's here! Shoot! We did it!
It's over.
Look!
I'm not finished yet!
Metal Gear.
Eva, you take care of the driving.
Yeah?
Yeah, I trust you. On one condition, though, leave the fighting to me.
You got it. I was getting tired of running away anyway.
Eva, let's do it.
For luck.
Here goes.
Wearing him down.
Anyone told Volgan it's a screw tank or a tread tank? Gotcha, bitch.
Did we beat him?
No.
Get off!
What?
I'm gonna lure it back here.
You're gonna use yourself as bait? Are you insane?
I'm used to this guy. I know how to handle him.
Now we have to worry about ammo.
Come on, you blockhead!
Did either throw me over, or was that a rocket?
Open fire!
That's horrible, that one.
Burning hell! Didn't feel a thing! I can't move! I can't move!
Does that get him?
Snake! Who's afraid of a little thunder?
Fried by a bolt of lightning. A fitting end. It's finally over.
No time for this now. The escape craft is just up ahead. Let's get going.
Hehehe. Got those flying platforms. Hell. Maybe I shoot it with a RPG. I was thinking to myself, like, the log's coming up in there. Shooting with an RPG. Don't know why I didn't. Am I right? You're right. Alright, you're right.
Hold on tight! Yeah. What do you think of that? Not bad, huh?
Problem number 4, Snake. Guns to the Patriots. After this one. I don't know if I'll be getting onto that today. I got work tonight.
Looks like they finally gave up.
Don't start celebrating yet. We're leaking fuel.
Damn it. Tank shot up. Crap.
Looks like the shot up tank's least new worries. I've completed this on the PS2 without getting spotted. The whole game. The entire game.
Eva!
The Infinity face paint unlock, I think it is.
Here.
This part is probably the hardest. You didn't do it all in one go, obviously. Seen how I play.
Snake. How's it look?
Pretty bad.
Not a sensitive bone in your body.
Eva,
What about you, Snake?
I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
We have to get away from here, Eva. Let's go.
Leave me.
Eva!
The boss is waiting for you. You have to go. Give me a gun.
No, we're getting out of here.
We're still far away from the lake. I'll never make it.
I can't believe this.
Uh-huh.
I never thought I'd see you act this weak.
What do you mean?
Listen to me, Eva. We're doing this together.
No, you...
Eva, I need you.
Say that one more time.
I need you. I can't fly the wig by myself.
All right, then. I guess I'd better help you out. Ow! You're lucky to have me. No.
You'll keep you alive.
Snake, can you hear me?
Paramedic, thank God. Eva's been seriously hurt.
So have you.
Luckily, I think her organs are all intact, but
Calm down, Snake.
calm down.
You'll both be fine as long as you get the proper emergency treatment. But you're the only one who can do this. Understand? So you've got to calm down.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Now let's open up the survival viewer and treat the injury. Do you have supplies with you?
I'm running kind of short.
Then by switching the survival viewer over to Eva, you can treat her wounds too. Now get to work. Oh, and Snake, I'm pretty sure you know this already, but if you don't have enough supplies for the both of you, your wounds come first.
Huh?
Do you get my meaning, Snake? You've still got a mission to complete.
Yeah. I know what I have to do.
Snake?
Like this.
Right, I think we should have enough supplies for both of us, to be honest, but I'm not sure. Deep cut. Yeah, I've got loads. What's this? What's this? Bone fracture. Oops. It's good job I've got plenty of supplies. You and me and Bunny on a mission?
Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
What, division? That's what we probably should play, the division with the new update.
Here. It's different from the Mauser. When you're using a two-hand grip, you have to be careful where you put your hands or your fingers will get burned by the exhaust gas from the cylinder gap.
Not burned, blown off. to do. I need to have a look at the map, but before I do, let's skip that guy. Whoa, what happened? Snake. Got night botted. I think it's this way I need to go. Let's check the map. Timed you out 5 seconds. Right, woodland. What desert will work in better? No, we'll put the put this on and moss is pretty good. Snake's pretty good. Let's run snake for the time being. Snake. I think I've got plenty batteries.
Huh? Is somebody there? The enemy! He's here!
Oh, come on, you know, let's go. I didn't actually think they were following us that closely. That's not one. She eats so much.
That's tasty.
What a minute. I think I have to go up to her.
Can I have seconds?
You can have one of them too.
This tastes like crap.
Where have you gone, Eva? Where's she gone? Where the hell's she gone?
I saw something. What's wrong?
I think so. can have something in a minute. Cramp all in my ribs. Nice.
Come on, Snake. We made it.
We made it.
Over there. It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one piece, okay? Promise me!
Right, I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's going to be hard.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss. Why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family. It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays. Whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been radiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power game between the US and the USS and politics, economics, the arms race. They're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back in their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The Sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the Philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control,
Snake.
and the Wise
If you
Men's
think
Committee
it's this
degenerated
jumping
into a
around,
mere shell of its
it's
former
not
self.
on your end, on my end.
The philosophers of today have no sense of good or
These
evil.
cutscenes.
Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war shift in the times. This shifts to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers. Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, MiGs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss?
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me.
Here we go.
Let's see what you're made of. You're not the man I thought. Pathetic. Move or you're dead. Time to play rough.
Dear me, I couldn't get her. I just couldn't get her. Oi, have I not got like just normal white makeup? Here we go. It won't let me use the other camera on the...
Where did you go? He's gone. Moving. You can't hit me. Where are you? Where are you hiding?
Whew.
You've gotten stronger. Where did you go?
like 10 minutes into. I'm forgetting. Ah, you do that.
I found something. Here I come. Heads up, Snake. Nice try.
So you have to be quick to get the camo offer, but I don't know. Didn't give me any.
Take this. Keep it safe. It's our only hope.
A patriot? Why are you giving me this?
Jack. Or should I say, Snake. You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now. Do it. There's only room for one boss and one snake.
Ready to go, Snake? Are you okay? Snake?
Yeah.
I told you you could trust me.
Snake! Ocelot! We're not done yet!
Too heavy!
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Not good!
I picked up a few new moves. Huh. It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it.
Eva!
What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
I don't know which is which. I think it's the one on the left, but I don't know.
What's your name?
Snake.
No. Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
John.
Very well, John. Plain name. But I won't forget it. Come on!
I don't know which is which. We'll just go get this one. I can't remember which cutscenes I've got. Which ending that I've done before. I might intentionally miss. I've got the one that's got the bullet in.
Looks like my luck has finally changed. Till we meet again, John.
We made it.
Yeah, we sure did.
Oh no, Migs! There's no way out! What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got towed.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Bulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Bulk 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Bulk 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs are turning back! Woo!
Well done, Snake.
The MiGs disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
Are we ready for the world's worst rating to Metal Gear Solid 3? That was harder than I remember it anyway. Right, if you have liked what you've seen, make sure you drop a follow on my channel. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe as well. I'll let these end cutscenes roll out. This part's probably where you get like demonetized as well with the music.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation? Or a proposal? I don't take orders from anyone now.
Afraid
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, snake.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well. First of all,
I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA.
I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry.
The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgin was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The 2 NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgin, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy, too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I, too, am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgin couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live. Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
In the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. And she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land.